navigating career transitions with confidence and clarity. Going through a career transition is a really profound journey. It extends way beyond the boundaries of a simple job change. It can be a pivotal moment in your professional life and one that significantly alters your work identity and even your broader sense of who you are. This process can bring out a whirlwind of emotions from excitement to anticipation to apprehension, maybe uncertainty, and it is a period of self-discovery. It's a time to reassess not only your career goals, but also your personal aspiration and values. So whatever the reason is that you're going through the transition, maybe it's a decision that you've made, maybe it's a decision that was made for you, it doesn't matter. This is a time that's very, very exciting, and it's a time where you really can reinvent yourself in a variety of ways. So we're going to talk about how to make the transition today in a seamless way so that you can really write the story for yourself that you want to have for a successful future. If that sounds good, stick around. But first, check and see if you're a subscriber here, and if not, click subscribe and then click the bell so that you'll get notifications when we drop videos like this to help you live an easier life with easier transitions and lower stress. I'll be right back.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
If you are part of the working world at some point, you're going to go through a career transition, and it might be because you are seeking opportunities for growth, like personal development or learning new skills, fulfilling a lifelong passion, and that's wonderful. That's a really great reason for a transition. Maybe it's because your industry is changing and the demand can drive the need for a career change. You know, if technology is emerging and you're not comfortable with that, or if technology is emerging somewhere else and you want to go dive into that, that's great. And other people make career changes because they want a better work-life balance. They want better working hours. They want a job that better aligns with their personal responsibilities and their lifestyle. It doesn't really matter why you're transitioning into a different career. That transition does have an emotional impact on you. So the first thing is you need to recognize that it is emotionally impacting you regardless of the reason behind it, and even regardless of whether it's a choice or whether it was thrust upon you. So embarking that can be an emotionally changed experience with a mix of hope and uncertainty. It's very, very common to feel a sense of loss of the familiar, but also enthusiasm for the new unknown opportunities ahead. So acknowledge those emotions. Acknowledging it is really good for you. And honestly, I believe that it's crucial for you as you navigate this change, because if we ignore the way that we're feeling, then we're ignoring part of the core of who we are. I always tell everybody that the lifeline for anyone making a transition is your network. Don't burn any bridges where you're coming from. Keep all of those relationships. You should have lifelong, good professional relationships that can travel with you throughout all of your transitions, no matter whether they're in different industries or not. In my career, I've changed industries twice, and I still have really good relationships from the first industry that I was in. And those serve me very, very well. Maybe not in actual business on a day-to-day basis, but for peer relationships, going and using that network of connections that I have to bounce things off of, support, advice, opportunities like that. That network of people from my very first career industry has served me in so many unexpected ways. So make sure that you are part of professional associations, that you're actively engaging on platforms like LinkedIn. And remember that every interaction that you have is a step toward uncovering new opportunities. It's a step toward gaining insight, and it's a step toward building partnerships that could be instrumental in your career journey. It's not about expanding your professional circle for how people can serve you. It's about how you can be available to each other for a mutual exchange of guidance and support as you navigate through your entire career. Another thing to remember when you are going through a career transition is that you have a lot of skills. And even if you are shifting into a different sector, the skills that you've honed in your current career or your recent career aren't confined to that role or that industry. They really are a treasure trove of capabilities that can pave the way for new opportunities. Identify your transferable skills, such as leadership, as communication, problem solving, resiliency, decision making. Take the time to understand how all of your skills can be your strength in a new environment. Highlight those skills in your resume. Use wording that shows the people who will be interviewing you what your strengths are, what your versatility is before you even get a chance to talk with them. And then demonstrate how your background equips you to thrive in a new field. Instead of being afraid of, oh, they don't want to look at me because I haven't been in this field yet, show them why you're so versatile, how your experience has prepared you for this very moment and this very opportunity. So this strategic emphasis on your adaptability will illustrate your capacity to transition smoothly and succeed in your new career. And then also, when you transition to a new career, a lot of times you need to augment your knowledge, you need to augment your skills through further education or training. A lot of times people will come in and hire me or one of the other coaches at GILD to help them make this transition so that they can assess everything that they need to know and be and have for their new role or for their desired role. So for instance, if you're considering a move into healthcare, you might want to access different types of certifications, or even if they don't offer certifications, just different types of learning modules so that you are that much ahead of the game when you set foot in your new role on your first day. It can be a game changer, honestly. So you also want to know that you are effectively coping with uncertainty. Uncertainty is natural. So don't tell yourself that you're weird or wrong or bad for feeling uncertain. It's totally normal. Just acknowledge your feelings. It's natural to experience worry. Recognize your emotions, but don't judge yourself on them. Just recognize them, process them, and then move forward. That's really very normal and healthy. And then focus on what you can control. Far too many people spend far too much time worrying about things that they can't control. So create a list of things that you can control, actionable steps that you can take. Create a plan, a timeline to take those actionable steps so that you can have a sense of control and agency over your personal career path. And then make sure that you are addressing stress head on. This is a very stressful time if you're going through a career transition. Address stress head on, directly head on, and that can drastically improve your transition process. I talk a lot on here about meditation and mindfulness. Regular practices in that can enhance your mental clarity and focus. Just last week we dropped a video on that very topic about how you can just sprinkle it throughout your day and it doesn't take any extra time. And then also remember to remain active. Regular exercise doesn't have to be anything big. A brisk walk, stretching, yoga, they release endorphins that can boost your mood, that reduce stress, and can overall help you to be a more effective person. So make sure that you're paying attention to that. If you have any questions, if you have a specific question about a career transition and you just want a personalized answer, I invite you to email me. My email address and other ways to contact me are in the video description below. And I just invite you to if you don't ask for help, you're not going to get it from anybody. So do reach out and go to your mentors, go to your coaches, go to your peers, go to people who can give you informed and educated responses. That's very, very key. Informed and educated responses. You don't want to ask somebody who doesn't know what it takes to get where you want to go. So find somebody who does, that can help coach you, guide you, or mentor you into that position, and use that network. Use it. I'm part of your network. All the coaches at GILD are, because you found us here on GILD Coaching's YouTube channel. So use us, use the network that you have, and you can definitely leverage all of the tools, including your network, that you have right now just in who you are and where you've already been, so that you can truly thrive on the other side of this transition. Give me a thumbs up if you think that this video was helpful at all. And again, if you didn't subscribe already, click that button and the bell so you learn when we drop videos like this every week. to help you live an easier going, easier transition filled, low stress life. See you soon.